Hello, good afternoon, my dear students. I am Dr. Deepak More, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Sanjeevanee Mahavidyalaya, Chapoli. Today, we are going to study about modern English structure. Name of the paper or name of title of the course is Modern English Structure, Beat B. Introduction to English Grammar and course or paper code GE-ENG second for BA third year semester 6. Today we are going to study about unit number first named word classes. Word classes. The term word classes is recently used in modern English grammar. It is called parts of speech in the traditional grammar. Generally, there are two kinds of word classes, that is, open word classes. Number one, open word classes, and number two, closed word classes. There are two kinds of word classes. These are, remind this, open word classes and second, closed word classes. The division is based on the membership of the classes like the following diagram. Word classes. First branch indicates open word class and second branch indicates closed word classes. The open word classes is divided into various parts. These are such as nouns, number one nouns, second one pronouns, third verbs, fourth adjectives, and lastly adverbs, etc. Then another branch, that is the closed word classes, is divided into various parts. These are as follows. Number one, determiners, then prepositions, conjunctions, main verbs and auxiliary verbs, and lastly interjection. Then now we are going to study about open word classes. Open word classes. Number one, nouns. Open word classes. Open word classes are also known as content words. Content words. It is based on the membership which is open in sense. It is not fixed. We can add new members to them. The open word classes are number one, nouns. Nouns. What is meant by noun? A word that denotes the name of a person or place or thing and animal is called a noun. For example, Ram, Krishna, king, cat, doll, etc. Nouns are classified like the following manner. The nouns are divided into five parts. These are to be number one, A. Countable nouns. Second, uncountable nouns, or it may be called a mass nouns. It may be called a material nouns also. Then third, proper nouns. Fourth, common nouns. And lastly, collective nouns. Then we can analyze in detail like the following manner. Number one, countable nouns. It can be counted in numbers having plural forms. It can be counted in numbers and having plural forms also. Countable nouns in singular form cannot be used without determiners. Countable nouns in singular form cannot be used without determiners. For example, books, buttons, boys, girls. These are countable nouns. There was a hair in my tea, and a hair is a countable noun. That is a determiner. A hair is a determiner and it indicates a countable noun. Number two, uncountable nouns. It is called mass. It is called material nouns. It is called mass or material nouns or uncountable nouns. Names of materials or substances or qualities are referred uncountable nouns. They are generally singular in form. Singular in form. For example, we can take an example of milk, gold, silver, water, hair. Hair means case, hair, or dark, black, night, light. These are uncountable nouns. These examples shows uncountable nouns. Third, proper nouns. Proper noun is the name of some particular persons, some particular places, and some particular things also. They have no plural form and they have no determinants. It can be written with a capital letter at the beginning. For example, John. For example, Deepak, Sita, Sangeeta, Vanita, Taj Mahal, the Times of India. It is the name of the paper. The Times of India, name of the city, Bombay, Chennai, Madras, Pune, Nanded, even Chapoli, and name of things, that is table, chair, table, chalk, blackboard, etc. Proper nouns do not take articles. Sometimes proper nouns are used as common nouns. In such a case, article can be used. Listen carefully. Proper nouns do not take articles. Sometimes proper nouns are used as common nouns. When it is used as a common noun, in such a case, in such a manner, article can be or must be used. For example, Kalidas. Kalidas is the Shakespeare of India. For example, Kalidas is the Shakespeare of India. Tolstoy was the Gandhi of Russia. Tolstoy is a common noun. Kalidas is a common noun. We can take an example of Kalidas. Kalidas is the Shakespeare of India. Kalidasa is a common noun. Then Tolstoy was the Gandhi of Russia. Tolstoy is a common noun. Uh, Tolstoy is Tolstoy and Kalidasa is a proper noun also, and it may be called as a common noun. Then fourth, common nouns. A common noun denotes a name given in a common to every person, place, thing, animals of the same class or kinds. They have plural forms and determiners. They have plural in their form, in their behavior, and have determiners also. For example, a boy, a child, a king, a family, a gentleman are common nouns also. Then collective noun. Collective nouns in general are countable nouns. In the singular form, they refer to groups of people, animals, or things. For example, a crowd of people, a team of players, a committee, the family are indicates collective nouns. A crowd of people, it is collective form. Collect the crowd also, collect of the people. Number of peoples are gathering there and they are collecting also, and it may be indicates a crowd of people. That is a collective noun. A team of players, the players are come in contact with one another, coming together, and when they gathered, when they play at that time, their name indicates a team of players. A team indicates a collective noun. A committee is a group of people are taking a decision about an event. It may be called as a collective noun. The family is a group of persons, and and it indicates the name is to be a family, and it indicates collective noun. The following sentences shows singular and plural form of collective noun. For example number 1, the government has accepted the proposal. The government is a one body. Then one body, the government of a body also, or it indicates one body, has accepted the proposal. The government indicates one body, and the verb form indicates a singular form also. That is why it is a singular form. It shows singular form. This sentence shows a singular. And when we take an example of plural form of collective noun, for example number 2, the government have. You can take an example of have also. You think on have. Have indicates a plural form also. And the government have accepted the proposal. That is individual members also, the group of members. And the government shows, the verb shows the government is a plural form also. The government have accepted the proposal, that is individual members. These are the collective nouns. Then point number B, open word classes. The branch number 2 means pronouns. B, pronouns. Pronouns means सर्वनाम. सर्वनामाना pronoun असं म्हणायचं. What is meant by pronoun? A person is a word. A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. That is why they are enlisted as pronouns. A pronoun is a word used instead of noun, without noun. When a word, we can use a word without noun. Without noun, it indicates pronouns. That is why they are enlisted as pronouns. Pronoun plus pro plus noun is equal to pronoun. The definition of pronoun is pro plus noun is equal to pronoun. Means normally have any determiners or modifiers. For example, I, we, they, you, he, she, it are kinds of pronouns, are examples of pronouns. Then kinds of pronouns. There are 6 kinds of pronouns. These are as follows. Number 1, personal pronoun. Personal pronouns. For example, I, we, you, he, she, it, and they are called personal pronouns because they refer to the people who are involved in the art of communication. They refer to the people who are involved in the art of communication. That is why it may be called as a personal pronouns. I, we, you. You can take an example of I, we, you, he, she, it, they. These are personal pronouns. Number 2, reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns. When self and selves, self, S-E-L-F, and selves, S-E-L-V-E-S, selves, are added to singular and plural pronouns is called reflexive pronouns. Self and selves are added to a singular and plural pronouns is called reflexive pronouns. For example, myself, yourself, himself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves, etc. Then number 3, possessive pronouns. The word which indicates the ownership is called as a possessive pronouns. Ownership, do you know ownership? Owner means malak, myself. The word which indicates the ownership is called as a possessive pronouns. For example, my, mine, this book is mine, this watch is mine, this vehicle, this four-wheeler is mine, this is my four-wheeler, this is my bike. These are the ownership. It indicates ownership. Our, ours, your, yours, her, hers, their, theirs, etc. These words indicates the ownership also. मालकी, मालकी हक्काच्या वस्तू. मग जिथं जिथं आपण मालकी गाजवितो तेव्हा त्यावेळेस पजेसिव्ह प्रोनाउनचा वापर करायचा. फॉर एक्झाम्पल माय, माइन, आवर, आवर्स, युअर, युवर्स, her, hers, their, theirs, etc. Then fourth, relative pronoun. Relative pronouns. Who, for example, who, whom, which, whose, and that are called relative pronouns because they relate to noun which is going before the relative pronoun. Which is going before the relative pronoun. For example, this is the doctor who met me yesterday. This is the doctor. For example, this is the doctor who met me yesterday. म्हणजेच in Marathi language, काल मला भेटलेला हाच डॉक्टर आहे. काल मला भेटलेला हाच डॉक्टर आहे. हू मीन्स हाच. काल मला जो डॉक्टर भेटला आहे तो तर तोच आहे. इट इंडिकेट्स रिलेटिव्ह प्रनाउन. मीन्स हू. हू इज अ वर्ड कम बिटवीन these two phrases also is called a relative pronoun. This is the doctor who met me yesterday. Then demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronouns means darshak sarvanam. Darshak sarvanam. These are used to point out the object of a sentence. To point out the object of a sentence. They express a contrast between near and distant. Near means जवळ, distant means लांब. जवळ आणि लांब. They express a contrast between दोन्हीमधलं साम्य, near and distant. There are four demonstrative pronouns in English language. In English grammar, there are four demonstrative pronouns. These are, for example, that, this, these, and those. These are the demonstrative pronouns. For example, look at this picture, look at this book, look at this picture, or look at this book. The earth is round. This is a universal truth. The earth is round. This is a, this, what is this? This is a demonstrative pronoun. Look at this picture. This indicates a demonstrative pronoun. This is universal truth. 6. Interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns. Last. These are WH words like who, whose, whom, what, which, used for asking questions. These words are used for asking various questions, and these words begins with WH word. W न ज्या शब्दाची सुरुवात W ने सुरुवात होते अशा शब्दांना इंटरॉगेटिव्ह प्रोनाउन्स असं म्हणायचं. These are WH words like who, whose, whom, what, which, used for asking questions. So, they are called interrogative pronouns. For example, what is the time? What is the time? What indicates interrogative pronoun? What a beautiful girl. What a beautiful girl. What indicates interrogative pronoun? What a beautiful garden. What a beautiful home. What a beautiful college. What a beautiful dress. What a beautiful watch. These are the such kind of questions which begins with WH word. And when these words begins with the WH word is called interrogative pronoun. Thus, these are 6 kinds of pronouns. Thank you very much. Today's environment atmosphere is very dangerous one. Don't walk on the road also. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.